Hey, welcome back to Deep Fried Ideas. I'm Bradley.
I'm Randy.
I'm Bryce.
Alrighty, so, how was y'all's week?
It was alright. It was still lonely. Still, but I've been doing more Destiny as usual. That's pretty much my life now. Been playing Destiny. Ooh, I was actually looking up, I was thinking about getting the new Assassin's Creed game. It looks super good. I've seen a lot of reviews and stuff about it. It looks pretty good. The map is humongous.
Really?
Yeah. Like they basically took, like, the game is, like, super RPG, like, you can get gear that levels up and stuff like that, and it's, like, super cool. But the map is, like, giant. Like, when you start off, the first, like, you don't get to the, you know how, like, when you play a game, like, you play for the first little while, and then you get to, like, a monumental part, and it shows, like, the name of the game, like, it comes to a title screen. That doesn't show up until the first, like, 3 hours of the game. You've played, 3 or so, maybe more, hours of the game, maybe less. Depends on how fast you go through. But several hours into the game.
So a couple days for me.
Yeah. But several hours into the game until you see that main title screen.
Huh.
But, like, you start off on a pretty big island that, like, in an old Assassin's Creed game would be the entire game. But that's literally a microscopic part of the map. And there's, like, huge, like, way bigger than the Breath of the Wild map. Way bigger than that. And that was previously, like, the monumental, like, huge map. This map is humongous. It's basically all of Greece. Like,
no way.
Huge. Yeah, it's giant. I mean, it's obviously not not 1-to-1, but they basically have down to scale all of Greece. It's huge. So I can't say Greece very well, but it's pretty awesome.
Dang.
Yeah, it looks super interesting, and then the gameplay looks super good. I didn't play the last.
I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since like the third or whatever Brotherhood is.
No, you played Syndicate
I played
a little
like
bit.
5 minutes of Syndicate,
yeah.
and then I got bored.
I played maybe like 2-3 hours of Syndicate.
It wasn't great.
Which it was okay. It had a little bit of that like upgrading gear system in it, but not much. But they like completely revamped that with Origins.
I'm not even sure why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed games because I love Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I hated accidentally running up walls.
Yeah. And this one, it's pretty cool. Like, there's almost nothing that you can't climb. You can climb just about everything. And there's actually one video that somebody made, like, right after the game came out. And there's, like, so it's in Greece, and it's ancient Greece, and it's, like, there's, like, all of the Greek gods that they mention. Like, they're, like, all in the universe. People talking about, like, praying to the god of Poseidon and stuff like that.
The god of Poseidon? Who's that? Like,
yeah.
Kronos?
Exactly. No, the god Poseidon and stuff. I was going to say the god of the sea, but then I was like, wait, his name is Poseidon, so it ended up being the god of Poseidon.
All right.
But so there's all of that, they talk about that stuff, but then there's also, like, those huge statues that they got, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But so there's one that is a giant statue of Zeus on, like, the main island that you start off on. They've got a giant statue of Zeus, and they're accurately the statues of what would have been back then. So they've got full genitalia, and you can climb on them. And so one of the first videos that I ever saw of the game was somebody like, "Man, this game is so good. Like, it deserves Game of the Year. It's the best." And it just shows them that's like the caption they put with it. And the gameplay is just them climbing up the statue all the way down and then just hanging off the tip of the penis of the statue. It's just like, Game of the Year right here. That's how you know it's the best game. Because you can hang off of a god's penis. But, yeah, it
what
looks
else are
like...
you going to do in ancient Greece?
I know, right? But it looks like super good. And you can play as both a guy or a girl. None of the game is all the same. Like, it doesn't, like, change. Like, you won't miss out on things if you choose the guy versus the girl. But it's like all the dialogue will be a little bit different, but like
you can be a guy or a girl, or there's two characters.
No, there's two characters. Okay. But you can once you choose one, you're that character for the rest of the game.
That's what I didn't like about
Syndicate, where you switch back and forth.
I just didn't. I got so confused.
Yeah, you had to manage. You had to basically manage two characters.
I was just like, my small mind of video games is, I can't handle this.
Yeah. No,
I can hardly handle myself.
This is, you can choose between Cassandra or Alexios. And you choose between those two.
Than him.
No, he's way cooler in my opinion. Nah. Like, I normally would go with the female character, but just the way that they write the character, it feels kind of like it was made to be Alexios, and then they were like, oh, and then like let's make a female, because like as a guy, all the dialogue, it makes total sense. Like, he's a total brute, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Mercenary. He's like a brute mercenary, just, like, kicking people's butt, and then hearing that come out of, like, a very pretty girl, it's like, what? I mean, it makes sense, but it seems a lot cooler coming out of
Have
Alexios.
I ever shown you Vikings, the TV show?
No, I know, but
Lagatha
I'm just saying...
is a baller.
No, I'm just saying, but, like, me
I wouldn't
personally,
mess with her. She's
it
more
just
manly
sounds
than I
more
am.
cool coming out of a super big buff
Yeah.
dude versus coming out of her. It's like, she's saying super tough things, and it's like, yeah, but you're just, like, a nice, pretty girl. Like, it doesn't seem like it's her.
Randy is
I'm
a
super
sexist.
sexist, apparently.
Randy is a sexist.
I'm just sad that she doesn't, like, I want her to, like, play on her strengths and be like...
Like a slut?
No.
Oh, more sexism over here.
That was you. I just want her to be, like, conning him and be like,
Oh.
nah, dude, I'm just a pretty girl, and then just smash him in the face. Like, I don't want her to be like, yeah, come on, fight me, let's do it, and then
Oh,
kick
that's
him in the
kind of
butt.
what it is.
That's what I
Okay,
mean.
okay,
Like,
I
yeah,
think I
like,
can
she's
do
like, she's putting on the front of, like, a big, tough mercenary, and yet it's a girl, a tiny, like, petite, pretty girl. And it's like,
Girls,
she
you
could
can
be
do
a
whatever
tough
you want to
mercenary,
do.
but-
no, I know, she can still be a tough mercenary, but I feel like
I understand
her
what you're saying. is
But yeah,
that,
her
like,
her
strengths
dialogue
will
should be
Like,
different, yeah.
she can start being a little flirtatious or being a little
Yeah.
bit more conny than trying to be all like, yo, what up?
Yeah,
Oh,
not trying to be like, yo, I'm so buff, like, check me out. And it's just like, I feel like that's just a little bit strange. But other than
So
that, like,
is that because like the lines that they have are exactly the same?
yeah, I think they're exactly the same. At least from what I've seen so
yeah.
far. Like, I've seen both the introductory cutscenes for both the characters, and like, it starts off where like these two mercenary dudes show up and fight you, and they say the exact same lines, and then the mercenaries start to fight you, and you beat the crap out of the mercenaries, and then afterwards, like, you're sitting on the ground, and when you're sitting on the ground, you're sitting like spread eagle like this on the ground, like with her legs up on the ground, and as a guy, it makes total sense. Like, he doesn't care. But as a girl, it's like, you're really revealing there. Like, she's wearing a skirt. Like, he is wearing pants. She's wearing a skirt, and it's like, woof! You are really revealing there. It doesn't show anything, but it's like, that should be showing something. And so it's just like, it feels like it was made to be Alexios, and then they
just change the skin.
Yeah, change the skin and voice to be her. But it feels like, to me personally, that it should be her. It should be him. But, I mean, up to you. Both are very cool. They're both very cool characters. They both are very interesting. I think the story changes a little bit, not noticeably, but like there's like at one point there's a cutscenes where it shows like Alexios is training with his dad, and I think in the cutscenes it instead shows her training with her dad. Same idea, but it's just like it's not like one for one cutscenes. They swapped out the characters, obviously. But other than that, seems really cool. But the game is massive, and I've been thinking about getting it. Seems pretty cool. So that's my take on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And the hidden blade is a spear tip. It's like the tip of a spear,
baller.
which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. I probably will end up getting it eventually. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale on Steam, most likely. But I'll probably, because I was gonna get the last one, Origins, which was in Egypt.
That one looks cool.
Which I like Origins. Like, I like Egypt. It's super cool. But Greece is like just my weakness. I love Greece. And so, not to mention they just took the formula from the Origins game and then just improved upon it in this game. So I'm probably most likely going to get this eventually.
True.
But
all right, Bryce, how was your week?
Oh, nothing really exciting for me, honestly. It was mainly just freaking truckloads of freaking homework.
yeah, they just backed up to his door and they just opened up a truck and just
Here's your
dumped.
homework.
Yeah, it
Might
is.
as well have.
Get it done by
I don't know
tomorrow.
why with New York.
Raws. I'm just getting Raws from Monsters Inc.
true, yeah.
Here you go,
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski.
I mean,
I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski.
Always watching you.
True, school's
yeah.
gotta be the
I
worst.
mean, I guess I also just this Saturday, me and Randy got with the raid team that we tried to do last week, and we completed the new raid in Destiny.
Woo!
Tons of fun. It was
What a rush.
It was a very
No, it seriously was.
There were some
Seriously,
sweaty
was.
minutes in there, man. It was intense. One of the most intense jumping puzzles ever in video games for me ever. It was crazy. But I mean, overall, really solid experience. Really liked it. It was cool. Lots of good teamwork and stuff like that. So it just seems fun.
I choked at the very end doing something, and the team was able to clutch and recover from it, which is pretty awesome.
You got freaking.
There's a section.
Out the air, man.
There's a section where you're like falling through the air slowly, and I just got smacked and just died instantly. And it's because the team had to revive me. But when I revived, I was then like locked in a room, and so there's normally.
So you like messed up everything, but
normally,
it was cool, man.
Normally
we totally just went
team,
with it. We had a good team with us. It was dope.
Normally the team is divided into 2 groups of 3, and because I messed up, it was then divided into a group of 4 and a group of 2. And so the group of 2 had to just clutch it and just like survive on their own and do the encounter with 1 man short, and they did it. They were incredible. So it was super intense. And the music gets crazy intense as you're like getting close to ending, as you're getting close to beating the raid. It gets super intense, so pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun raid.
Nice.
It's difficult though. It's I think the most difficult raid that I can think of that I've done. So
yeah, definitely for me too. I guess the only thing I could think of is like you were still able to revive. But anyway, so Brad, how was your week?
Well,
I haven't talked to you like at all in like a couple weeks, honestly.
So I work like 80 hours a week. So I haven't played any video games. Sorry, y'all.
Like a good boy. Video games rot your brain, man.
But I've been reading a lot of books.
let's be honest, you don't play video games anyway.
I don't play video games anyway, so it's not like a big hoop-de-doo that I haven't. But
Just a poser, honestly.
Just a poser.
I don't even. This isn't a video game podcast.
Yeah, no, you're just posing to me.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Anyways, but yeah, so I've been reading a lot of books. Right now, I've been on a Norse mythology craze. So I don't know, 4 books in on my thing, doing a lot of that. Like I said, I think last podcast, I'm even further into The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Has
Rick died yet?
Dead.
Rick dies.
I mean, has he died yet?
And Rick and Morty? Whoa.
You're on track.
Also,
you haven't gotten further than me in the show yet, then.
I know, right? He's gonna leave though, isn't he?
Yeah, apparently.
But yeah, so pretty meh week. I got promoted in my job, so that's pretty fun.
Sweet. I'll give you a birthday cake.
I won't.
I don't need
Because
cake.
it's not your birthday.
Yeah, he hates cake. So
I'll give you something.
I'll give you a birthday BJ. That's not true. That's a lie.
I'll give you a birthday
I'll give you a birthday broke jaw.
Give you a birthday broken jaw.
I'll give you birthday PJs, man.
Oh,
PJs? Oh, there you
I
go.
need some new PJs.
Yeah, there you go.
Some MeUndies PJs. I've heard those are really, really comfy.
Yeah, I want to get the new Star Wars one that glow in the dark.
I want to get them. I just
But
don't.
then how are you going to sleep when you're glowing all the time?
Because, dude.
That's why you have a blanket on.
Or, you just don't.
It's hot.
Or have your eyes closed.
Nah, dude, I sleep with my eyes wide open. My brother actually does that.
Oh, that's so creepy.
My little brother, like, when he sleeps, his eyes are, like more than halfway open. And it's creepy as heck.
Well, you said I did that, right, Randy? When I slept with my eyes open or something.
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, you fell
Yeah,
asleep
so
with your eyes
when
open.
Bryce was down here, they slept together often.
Yeah, spooning. I was usually the big spoon.
Oh, I
Feels
like
good.
being the little spoon.
I know, me too, but Bryce
Yeah.
wouldn't let me.
I just like curling up into like the tightest ball I can.
Yeah.
And just like fetal position, man.
Yeah.
No-
He just would not let me be the little spoon. It feels so bad. But that did not happen, actually. For the record.
I think it did.
Put that on the record there. But yeah, so that was about it. This week, there was also something I heard. They, I don't know if it was, I think it was just a leak, but I don't know if it's been confirmed since, but it was like, there was video and picture proof of a new Harry Potter game that's going to be coming out in a couple of years. Harry Potter!
So I haven't liked
Wizard,
Harry
you're a
Potter.
Harry.
I haven't liked a Harry Potter game since
Not even
Lego Harry Potter.
Okay, I
I
was gonna say,
love
not even Lego Harry
Harry
Potter?
Listen, I don't know if there's ever been a bad Lego game.
Jurassic Park and
Yeah,
Incredibles.
Yeah, Incredibles was not great.
It was bad.
There's an Incredibles Lego game?
Yeah, we bought it for the Wii Switch, and it's Or did we buy it or we just
The
get it?
Wii Switch?
Wait,
Yeah, we did.
the Nintendo
We
Switch.
bought it for the Wii Switch.
We bought it for the
So
Nintendo
there's-
Switch, or we got it for free or something.
No, we bought it, yeah.
Yeah, not great, honestly. Not great at all.
But I mean, it's a game. It's definitely a game. But so yeah, this game it's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to be a supposedly open world, definitely RPG game, and it doesn't follow. Harry.
Oh, good. I hate Harry Potter. Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
goodness. I honestly,
I
in
hate
general,
Harry.
just don't like movie video games where they try and follow the movie.
Which is why
like
some of the
horrible.
Lego games are bad.
Yeah, that's a message.
Yeah,
that's
true.
a
Except
recipe
for the Star Wars
disaster.
man.
Oh, Star Wars ones are, well, they kind of, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they basically
Listen,
follow
Lego
the
Star Wars
one
2
for one.
OG, freaking the best. Undisputable.
But like the Incredibles one, bad. Jurassic Park, I mean, the movies were bad anyways.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Okay, old ones were
Star
fantastic.
Wars was okay.
Oh, no, okay, Chris Pratt is OG.
Wait, they came out with a Guardians of the Galaxy Lego
Oh my
game?
gosh, they need to.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, did I
No,
miss that?
he was saying Star Lord instead of Chris Pratt because he forgot his name. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, did I just like miss something? And
I
Yeah,
still
that's
find it kind of weird how like the Lego people talk to them, in the little cutscenes in the Lego games.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I just remember Darth Vader going,
yeah.
Wait, his voice didn't go through. What did you say?
and he just made a bunch of noises, whatever.
Oh.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I liked. I wish they would make a Guardians of the Galaxy game, but other than that, all of the Lego games have been pretty good. But this isn't going to be a Lego game. The Harry Potter game, it doesn't follow the movies. It'll be so you'll be able to create your own character, male or female, and choose. I think you can even choose what house and whatnot, which
That's
would be pretty dope.
cool, yeah.
But you'll be,
Hufflepuff all the way.
yeah, you join
Wait.
you-
Yeah.
Nah, dude, Slytherin, that's me.
Oh no, Slytherin's gross. They're
Nah,
so
dude, that's
mean.
Slytherin. I can't help what I am.
You could be nicer to people.
Nah, dude, freaking no people. People are the worst.
No people.
No people are
No
the best.
people.
No people are the best people.
That's so true.
But so you're a fifth year student that's just joining into Hogwarts
Oh, that's
because
good too. I
yeah,
hate.
Oh,
I
is
was
that
like-
before or after the Goblet of Fire?
it's before.
Well,
It's before I
it's
think
before
even
Harry
Harry Potter.
That's good.
Oh, dang it, man. Can we participate in the Goblet of Fire?
I don't
That'd be
know.
dope.
Oh, if it was like
That'd be
100
pretty cool.
years before, then yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. No, I don't think it's 100 years before, but I think it's just a
Well, whenever the Goblet of Fire was before, because they said it was like a long time before.
yeah. But I think it's just a amount of time before Harry Potter actually got into school. But so you create your own character. You don't have to be Harry, yeah, and you can choose your house and everything like that. Then you're a kid who apparently, well, I don't know if he wasn't in school or if you were in a different school, but you apparently have a incredible. You've stood out with your magicking ability, and so because of that, you're recruited into Hogwarts in your fifth year.
Did I ever tell you all
You
about
instantly join.
my D&D
And then I-
campaign that was loosely based on Harry Potter? That actually sounds
No.
almost exactly like that.
No.
So I played,
What'd
or
you say?
I made the. Well, I
You,
thought-
what a nerd plays plays
So-
D&D.
so
D&D, Harry Potter?
Well, so the reason why I have no other than before Randy got down to Georgia, I had no friends that would even think
Well, you
about
still
playing
don't.
D&D. Well, I still don't play D&D, but whatever. So I got my brother-in-law who was interested in trying, and then my
Oh,
sister
yeah.
who could
You
care
told me about
less about D&D, but is the
You
biggest
got
Harry
her
Potter
in
fan
on
in the
that,
world.
dude?
What?
You got her in on that?
Oh, I did.
She's a big Harry Potter fan.
She
so
loves
she
Harry
was
Potter, like crazy.
willing to
Okay.
compromise.
So, and I also had to shave my beard. At the
Yeah.
time.
What a freaking
But anyways,
sacrifice.
I made a super cool D&D campaign.
Yeah, you
that I
were the
wish-
DM, right?
I was the DM, yeah. So there's only 2 people playing, but it was
Pretty
really
rough.
fun. So basically what it was is, it wasn't whatever it's called, Nope, what is it called? Hogwarts.
yeah.
So it wasn't. It was a different school and everything. But so what it was is,
It was called Pogwarts.
I think it was like Raven's beard or something.
Nice.
Something weird.
Dude, I love it when a raven has a beard.
Well, hogs have warts, right? So.
I mean, they do.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
they actually do.
Okay.
So I don't think
That was a bad
I don't
thing.
think
then.
ravens
It's
have
called
beards.
Toad
Then.
Blisters.
But there's 2 students. Obviously, the the people that are playing.
There was
the
only
campaign.
2 students. That was a really elite school.
So they were in like year 5 of what would be in Hogwarts, 5 or 6, and then they got to they were releasing all the students except for those 2 students. They had to work together on like a school project, I guess, and go through these trials, and it was pretty cool. I don't know why I talk about that, but anyways, Harry Potter's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, but so it looks like it might be pretty fun. It's actually an RPG where you can like decide who your character is. You don't have to follow freaking whiny Harry.
I hope if it is an open world, it's not too big, because like you could do a ton as long as the story progresses with you,
right.
Where like people change.
Yeah,
but like, cause like I don't need a huge world all the time for open worlders.
Yeah,
like,
I would like to see
the
like,
huge school grounds, and maybe a couple other places. I'm okay with that, but like,
yeah, I'd like to see like the school, like Hogwarts school. Then I'd like to see the school grounds, obviously, with the forest.
I want to see the Shady Shack or Shiminy Shack.
The what?
Hold back, where
Hagrid lives.
The big haunted thing.
Big
like
haunted
where they like we're introduced to Sirius, Pennywise. Nope.
The Black Family Home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, not the Black Family Home. The shack that's
what
haunted.
Shack?
That goes from the school to the thing where Lupin, whenever he transformed, they were
the Whomping Willow hideout?
Underneath
from
the
Whomping Willow into the shack.
Yeah, the house that they were in underneath the Whomping Willow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just it's literally
it's a
shack.
haunted. They said it's the most haunted wizarding thing in the entire world.
No, I think the reason that they say that is because Lupin were down there, and that's why it was haunted because we howling.
See, I don't really care.
That was why it was haunted, because everyone thought there was ghosts. It was actually just.
Well, I think the Black Family Home.
You know what I want it to be? I want it to be like a Far Cry game where I can just kill like all sorts of magical beasts and like
that'd be pretty cool.
Attachments on my wand and turn the machine.
Yeah, dude, that'd be pretty cool.
I hope there's a lot more dueling than in Harry Potter, because that's dumb.
And I hope they make it actually interesting, like whereas like dueling in freaking Harry Potter was boring.
Yeah.
I hope they actually like I hope they have like really work on the magic system to make it actually interesting.
The magic system and like spells.
Yeah.
I don't want the 5 spells that you can learn. One of them is tickling, and the rest are killing people.
Yeah.
I want a little bit more.
One teleports you, and then the rest kill you, and one tickles you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have a lot of variety.
All spells that have effects on you.
But so like I hope that they do.
But
really
there
well
hasn't been
that.
very many like good like role playing game magic like duels.
Skyrim did pretty well, but that wasn't necessarily only magic.
Yeah,
and their magic was
love
okay.
It was fine, I guess, if I have to say.
If I have to.
I just didn't like the Skyrim games very much.
Unbelievable.
Well, because I get so lost in games.
That's not. Why is that a bad thing?
Because I like games
How do you get lost? There's waypoints,
like Pac-Man, where you can like
you like
see
Pac-Man,
the entire thing. I'm actually more.
I get lost in freaking Pac-Man, man.
Yeah, right. Same.
Twists and turns, dude.
There's so many ways to go. Where do I go?
Same with freaking RPGs like
yeah,
Skyrim.
but in that it's like okay, so I went this way. It was not necessarily the way that the story goes, but who cares?
Yeah, I never finished any of those stories.
I'm doing what I want to do.
I played so much of Witcher 3 and never even came close to finishing the story, and I did a ton of stuff.
Speaking of Witcher, real quick, I've heard that again the.
Oh, they're already coming out with a new one.
The Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've heard that it's basically like people have said it's Witcher mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with Breath of the Wild.
No way.
Yeah, like that's what people who have played it, that's what they say that it feels like. It's like basically Witcher.
Because
The Witcher
feels
mixed
so
with
good.
Mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with Breath of the Wild, just because like you can climb. And the reason it's like Breath of the Wild is because the map is huge and you can climb everything. There's nothing you can't climb. There's like a few things, but like most of the things you can climb. If you can see it, you can be there and climb it. And so that's why it's like it's pretty cool. Like if that's the games that are
I'm
are
totally
stand
down
out.
to play that. Well,
Yeah.
I say
The
that.
shark not just Skyrim with guns? Or Skyrim
There
with
shouldn't
swords?
be any guns.
Skyrim with guns in ancient Greece, yeah, dude, it's so cool. That was one of my things that I didn't love about the was it Brotherhood?
Brotherhood.
Yeah,
like,
because they had guns. Like they didn't have really like complex
they're,
guns,
like,
but they had like rudimentary guns.
Which
I was like,
still a thing.
no, I know it was. I just like, man, I'm an assassin. I don't want to have a gun. I want to be like
I
freaking cool.
I like the gun in Assassin's Creed too.
The wrist gun.
Yeah, we had to like hold down for it. I charged it up.
Yeah.
Nice and kill.
Yeah, because you had to like put in the powder and everything like that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool, and it felt right in the game. Like it wasn't like it felt off, but it was just like.
But no, I totally feel like I'm an assassin. I'm trying to do stealth stuff here. You know,
stealth, or if not stealth, at least like freaking melee, like hand-to-hand combat. I don't want to be like shooting people.
Honestly,
with guns.
to me, Assassin's Creed hasn't been great for me with hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, and that's what since Origins they fixed that, and so it feels a lot better from what I've heard.
Okay.
And that's why it took them so long to have a Assassin's Creed.
So long, like what, 2 extra weeks?
No. In
fast?
between the last Assassin's Creed game and Origins, it took them several years between those games because they were recreating their engine and changing their combat
games
system.
To me are like the Matrix movies. They come out once every like.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was it, like 6 weeks?
Yeah, it was the largest gap was about a year, I think, was the largest gap back in the day. But now, so they took several years off, and that was when they tweaked their engine, and they like overhauled their combat system. So now it's supposed to be, from what I've heard, is way better. It feels so good.
True.
And even if you look at it, it looks way different. It looks not. Apparently, everything is comparing to these games now, but it reminds me a little bit of the Dark Souls combat, where it's just like it's a lot more methodical and like one-on-one. You focus on one enemy. It's not like where you just hack and
like
slash.
Shadows of Mordor and.
Well, it is kind of like that as well.
You can
where
take on like 20 million people at once.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that combat in that like it feels similar, but you're not going to be like taking on 1,000 guys at once. Like the most you can take on is like maybe 2 or 3. And then you start getting overwhelmed. Whereas, like, back in the day, like, in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood...
you could take on 1 million people at once.
Yeah, I literally fought, like, several hundred people, and I was just like, every once in a while, when one guy tried to attack me, I'd just smack him away. And then it wasn't necessarily a challenge. So, it'll be... I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And so I hope that they take as much care in the Harry Potter game to make sure that the combat is good in that game as they did in the Assassin's Creed games, making sure the combat feels good. Because, like, if your combat doesn't feel good in a game, like, that really kind of hurts the game. Because it's like, I mean, sure, the game's fun, but, like, the most fun part the part that should be the most fun is combat.
We were talking about this the other day, that it's kind of annoying that, why is melee a one-hit kill when guns aren't, you know?
In what?
Like Fallout... or not.
Oh,
Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Me punching some guy kills him automatically, but me shooting with a shotgun sometimes doesn't.
Takes 2 shots, 3 shots. It's like,
yeah, so that's the Call of Duty conundrum, dude.
Yeah, that's one thing that bugs me about a lot of first-person shooters and games in general is where like you can melee them and the melee instantly kills somebody.
Same thing in movies.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim. They were shooting guns at them, but as soon as they pulled out the sword, they killed like 5 of them.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
I don't understand.
So, if I can be devil's advocate, it's because they have a lot more force behind the punches
a 12-gauge shotgun and me swinging a sword,
guarantee the shotguns are more deadly.
No comparison.
Yeah, but comparatively, dude, they didn't have, like...
They had plasma rifles. Plasma!
He's not wrong, there was plasma in their rifles.
Not the bullets, but there was plasma.
No, there was plasma.
In the fight in Shanghai, they used up that clip and, like, on the first dude, and then they had to take down the other dude with the sword because they didn't have any more like plasma charges or whatever.
Not to mention, if their sword is that powerful where it's able to kill him in one shot, why weren't they just using the sword the entire time?
Exactly.
Why even use the guns?
Why even pull out the gun?
The gun should be the backup instead of the sword being the backup. So you use your most powerful weapon first, not last. Which is kind of my complaint with the with any game where where melee is a one-hit kill, because it's like, why even use any other weapon? Why even use a gun when I could just run around meleeing everybody and
save ammo?
Kills them?
Yeah.
And so like Far Cry does it pretty well, where it's like the melee, it feels good, but it's like it's not a one-hit kill, and like things like that where it's like it can, if you spec it to be right, your melee can do a lot of damage, but it shouldn't just be a trump what's the word I'm looking for? Like a
automatic,
guarantee.
Guarantee.
I guess just like a trump card is what I was gonna say, but it's not quite what I was gonna say. Not quite what I was thinking.
but something like that where it's just like it shouldn't be like a end all be all. This will kill anything. It's like it should be a little bit more versatile because my punch definitely wouldn't kill anybody.
I don't know. Let me find out. Ugh.
Yeah, nope, didn't kill me. It's got me. But so I'm excited about those games. Hopefully, the Harry Potter game is as good as I want it to be, but I have very low hopes. I have high hopes, low expectations.
I had high hopes for the mobile game. That game was
that thing was awful.
Garbage.
That thing was awful.
Oh
But
man.
So the Harry Potter game, real quick. Also, it is being made by the company who made Disney Infinity. Which I mean, I didn't love the Disney Infinity games, but to be fair,
Star Wars ones are pretty decent.
Yeah. But to be fair, like they made a game that their target audience really liked.
It also went under.
Well, yeah, but that was just because of the nature of the game, in that to have any new character, you had to buy a little character.
Oh, it's so bad.
And it's like that's just not a very good business proposition.
Speaking of businesses, Randy and I were watching a big thing on Shark Tank.
Oh man!
This guy comes in with a new business idea, which is still working as of today. So good for that fool.
Guess he knew what he was talking about.
But like, he was asking for $2.5 million for like 10% of his company, and like was yelling at the Shark Tank.
He was asking for so much money, and his company hadn't even made $1 million.
No, it hadn't even made $1 million yet. And he was like, "I know my company's worth this," and they're like, "Yeah, but you're about to go under. Like, yeah, you're failing." And he was like yelling at the Shark Tank people, trying to act all cool and whatever. And they're like, "Okay, we just won't do anything." And he's like, "What? You don't want to invest half a." I mean, $2.5 million. That's what.
$500,000? No, wait.
A half plus a half plus another half plus 3 more halves.
2 halves plus 1/2 $1 million. No, 4 halves plus $1/2 $1 million.
Yeah.
In my company.
And they're like, "Okay, bye, fool." And he's like, "But I want to."
Yeah. He's like, "But I want you guys to invest, but the amount that I said you should invest, not what you want to invest."
And some guy was like, "I'll give you everything you want for less, but you listen to me more." And he said no. And I was like,
yeah. So he just kept telling him no because they didn't give him exactly what he wanted, and apparently.
And he was like, "Yeah, me and my friend from Stanford," and they're like, "Okay, all of us went to better schools than you." And he's like,
and who cares even if what schools we went to? We're all successful business owners, so.
Yeah.
But
that was an off tangent. Anyways.
Yeah. Dude, that was our Shark Tank section of the podcast. You're welcome for any Shark Tank enthusiasts. A show that I have never watched, actually.
Oh, really? I watched a ton in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, I want to be a business owner.
I want to go on Shark Tank. Oh, wait.
I'm not smart enough or good enough at life, so.
Yeah. Also, Shark Tank, if you want to make a business, that is not the way to make your business.
That's like a guaranteed fail.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like.
I'm going to go on a Shark Tank. All right, your business
There was one,
crash.
The girl from Shark Tank, well, the old one, I don't know if she's still there, but she is doing advertisements for some company that she put money into.
Yeah.
And so apparently it's going well. Like I saw on Hulu or something.
That's pretty cool. Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There was another company that I just heard of recently. I don't remember what it was, but they went to Shark Tank and they apparently did really well, and so now they're succeeding pretty good. Got there.
It was us.
It was us. Hey, no, it was just some. It was some other company. I don't remember who it was.
We're just 3 guys that talk about nothing.
Want to give us $7.7 million?
You want to give us like $20 so we can buy something?
I need the gas money to be able to get home.
We'll give you all of our revenue, which is 0.
We just need gas money because we didn't think this through. And we ran out of gas halfway here, and we have to walk. So if you could spot me at 20, that'd be great. But it's an interesting show. Who knows? Oh, did you hear that they were gonna make a live-action Sonic show?
Oh, please no.
Yeah, dude, live-action Sonic, man.
How can they do like humans in costume? Or?
Live action, dude.
Oh,
I think
no. Is it gonna be M. Night Shyamalan? Because I feel like he'll do it.
No, I think Sonic is going to be CGI, but I think all the rest of the people are gonna be like just live action people.
All right, I vote no.
Oh, freaking weird.
But like, if anyone's gonna do it, M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't think M. Night Shyamalan is doing it.
Has he done anything since Avatar?
Probably not. No, they're making Avatar too.
No, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh no, sorry, I was thinking Avatar Blue Beam.
No, that's James Cameron.
Avatar: Last Airbender was garbage, dude.
Like okay, so M. Night Shyamalan. For those of you who don't know, has made fantastic movies.
Except for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And after that, I don't know if he's honestly made a movie.
Well, is he helping out with Glass? That new movie? Did you guys see the trailer for that?
He is making all of the glass in the world. You're welcome, everybody.
Gosh.
Look at your windows and think M. Night Shyamalan. He's the one.
I have no idea how to spell his name, and that's not correct.
I'm just gonna like Google it.
It's M Night as in like nighttime Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Okay, so
what's his first name?
Marty, probably.
Marty Shyamalan.
All right, so he's a producer for Lady of the Water, In the Water. Okay, he did Signs, so good movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
he did
The Sixth Sense. He did The Sixth Sense. That's an incredible
movie. Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Well, I'm just saying he's done it.
Yeah,
Split with Tom Hanks.
I don't care about what he's done. I want to know what he's doing.
Oh, he did After Earth. He did After Earth.
Which one was After Earth?
Will Smith and his son.
He did that. Oof. That was a rough one.
The Last Airbender. That's his. I think that's his. Oh no, he did After Earth after, obviously.
Yeah.
The Happening.
I swear he's done something since.
Unbreakable. That was actually a decent movie.
Well, Split was after Avatar: The Last
Oh
Airbender.
yeah, he did the Split. That's what I heard.
He did Stuart Little.
Oh,
that was a good one.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I didn't mind it.
I didn't love it. Yeah, he did Split. That's what I heard. I remember hearing his name everywhere for something. I just couldn't remember what it was.
I mean, like, he's done decent things.
Yeah, but
nothing he's done is like okay. Sixth Sense was amazing.
I've never seen it.
Unbreakable.
Did you guys ever?
Really?
Yeah,
good.
Unbreakable was great. Yeah, I liked Unbreakable.
What was Unbreakable about?
It was
someone not being breakable.
Bruce Willis, and he was like a dude that couldn't be hurt.
Oh, you're correct.
So he became like the raincoat vision.
Huh. You're correct, Bryce. He is producing Glass, or a producer in Glass.
What is Glass?
So Glass is like the guy from Split, and Bruce Willis as the Unbreakable dude, and then
So wait, the guy who has a mental.
So Unbreakable is a prequel to Split, and then Split is the next one in.
Isn't Split?
Split and then Glass. Sorry. So it's Unbreakable, Split, then Glass, I think.
Yeah.
You pronounce Glass pretty odd there.
Glass.
It sounded like something else.
No.
But so am I not remembering Split right? I never saw the movie, but from the commercials, wasn't it just like a dude who had like basically like super crazy bipolar?
So I had a friend who watched it, and they said that there was a dude that had like 27 different personalities something like that living inside of him, and then he captured like these 3 girls or whatever.
Yeah.
But the part that kind of like made it like a bit like maybe supernatural is that he could like he worked at like a zoo, so he could adapt like some of like the physical traits of like the animals he worked around, where like he could be shot with a shotgun and it like wouldn't hurt him. He couldn't be like stabbed because he like observed like rhinos or something like that, and could like climb on ceilings and stuff like that.
Interesting. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And then did he ever find a way to cure his multiple personalities, or is he just like a billion people?
No, he's still messed up, and so that's where you get into Glass. Is he's in like in a mental asylum with
gotcha.
and all that.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess I should watch those 2 movies. They sound pretty interesting.
Unbreakable is great. I'd recommend that one.
Yeah, I've seen it on Hulu. I've just never watched it. It's pretty old though, isn't it?
Well, it's like 1999 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I should see. Oh, never mind. But, so Unbreakable, I'll probably watch that tomorrow or sometime eventually someday. But M. Night Shyamalan, he'll be interesting. What we were talking about before, what was he? What movie was coming out that we wanted to make?
I lost Sonic.
Oh yeah, and then they're also making a live action Pikachu Detective Pikachu movie. And Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Pikachu.
No way.
Yeah, dude. And it's live action.
Yes, please.
It's pretty funny.
See, I know that about Sonic.
Huh?
That's happening?
Yeah,
live
dude.
Action Detective Pikachu, Ryan
Detective
Reynolds.
Pikachu, and Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Pikachu. And apparently Pikachu's gonna talk.
That's crap, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, dude. Apparently. I mean, I don't know if it's been canceled, but I knew it was confirmed. But it might have been canceled since. But that was like several months ago. But
that sounds fake, honestly.
No, it was 100% confirmed. It was definitely true. It might have been canceled since then, but it definitely was happening.
Okay. Also, speaking of The Last Airbender, I know Netflix is doing an adaptation of Last Airbender.
Yeah? Is it live action or animated?
I forget. I'm pretty sure it's live action, but everybody's like, man, kind of want to be excited for it, but it's probably going to be a freaking dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Because Netflix and the legendary Avatar series.
Yeah, it's not great.
Nobody can really do it justice.
Dude, I love Avatar. And like
Oh,
the
it
show was
freaking
super
awesome,
good.
dude.
But the movie was just oof. I've
The
also never
problem
seen.
is that when you try and adapt it or recreate the magic that it had, you can't do it.
Not to mention you're trying to put like I don't even know how many seasons that show had into one
Had 4.
movie. 4 seasons? Okay, I couldn't remember. But like that many seasons into one movie, it's just like that's gonna be impossible. Like there's no way. But yeah, it was like super cool show. But I haven't seen any of the new things. Like they had the Korra, I think it was what it was, Legend of Korra.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good though. It was essentially like I was saying, they're trying to recreate the magic and bring some of it back, but it wasn't jamming like they expected to be. It wasn't horrible though.
It wasn't
So maybe
horrible, but it
worth a
wasn't
watch.
amazing. That's a bummer. That's a sad bummer. I wish I could.
Yeah, and that's honestly being kind of harsh on it, just because of what it's trying to live up to. So,
I'm trying to think of who would be a good director for the Pokemon movie.
for Sonic,
No, the Pokemon movie. We already decided M. Night Shyamalan would be the best for the Sonic
For
movie.
I didn't
Pokemon?
decide that.
I decided
Excuse
that
me.
as a thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
The Pokemon one. So what would be the premise? So Pikachu.
Michael Bay.
I could see him or Peter Jackson. Come on.
No, Michael Bay. I can see Peter Jackson, but I don't think so.
Michael Bay just is bad at that.
Probably somebody made like a directed like an.
Peter
some
Jackson.
children's movies or
Peter
something.
Jackson does some of the greatest work in CGI right now, even though it's in The Hobbit was pretty bad, but he's in some pretty good things.
The Hobbit was. I thought it was okay. It didn't live up to the expectations that people had for it, which is valid. But its CGI was good. I don't know. Anyway, getting off topic. Pikachu. I don't know. I don't know many freaking directors. What about Guillermo del Toro?
What is he in? Not in. What is he?
He directed Pacific Rim OG.
So
he's done some horror movies.
speaking of Pacific Rim, or is it Battleship? John Boyega is directing the next one, or producing, directing, and starring in the Pacific Rim 2.
You mean Pacific Rim 3?
3, sure. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Because,
two is
you
already.
sure? Because I saw Pacific Rim 2. He was in that. I don't think he directed it.
Yeah, so
though.
he's directing the new one, or producing it, or something.
I feel so lied to.
I don't know.
Ugh.
All I know is
What
John
do I
Boyega
believe?
is wanting to start producing, and I was like, why would you choose that? Like,
I don't know. Like, hey, it has a cool following behind it. If you can do it justice, then heck yeah. But if you mess it up, dude,
Everybody's
No
gonna
doubt.
mess it up.
yeah, I don't have much faith in that.
Yeah, but other than that, I think that's gonna probably do it for this week. Probably gonna wrap it up here. Anybody have last minute shots?
sorry.
Jack
Joker.
Daniels.
I think that Joker is going to be awful in coming out in
I think-
2019. Just because the actor, like, yeah, I don't know him, but so maybe he'll surprise me. But he looks like
Probably not.
a meth addict.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like I want Joker to look like. We were talking about it earlier, and I think the Joker from
Killing Joke.
Killing Joker from, honestly, the Joker from
Arkham Knight. The Arkham
stories,
series.
so amazing.
That
So
is
who
a
do y'all
great
think would be a
Joker.
good actor?
I honestly don't know of an actor that would be great, but I think they just need to find somebody that looks like him.
Find me somebody to Joker.
But yeah, I think they just need to find somebody that looks like him, and whether either like figure out how to get him like teach him how to do the voice, or just have him the actual Joker voice just voice over him.
I know you said he
Either one.
wouldn't do it, but Mark Hamill, an old Joker,
Yeah, but he won't do it ever. I think he said he won't.
I'm sure he won't do it ever again. But like,
to be fair, like he's also the guy who anytime anybody takes up the mantle of Joker, he has a personal sit-down conversation, face to face, telling him to be careful, don't get lost in the role because you will lose your mind.
Yeah, but he played a Joker-esque character in the Flash series.
Yeah, he sure did, and he lost it for a little while there.
Yeah,
but so I don't know. I don't think he'll ever do it again. I think he said he won't. But even if he does, I don't know. I don't know if I'd like an old Joker. Like, that's the thing is, like, Joker's, like, supposed to be a young, like,
the Bruce Wayne, or, sorry, whatever.
Bruce Wayne, yeah, dude.
Who's the actor right now? Ben Affleck. He's not young.
No, but even still. Like,
he almost said Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Bruce Wayne is Batman? Oh my goodness.
Wait, sorry, spoilers.
Confused. I thought it was just some dude.
Man, Bruce Wayne is Luke's father?
Oh my gosh. And Batman is freaking... I don't even know. He's freaking Darth Vader. Batman is Darth Vader.
Batman? What?
Darth Vader is Batman, guys. It's confirmed. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't love the idea of an old Joker.
I don't love the idea of you.
That's true.
Can we get a really gravelly voice Joker? Just get like Tom Hardy in?
Nah, dude.
Oh,
no,
please, no.
No, dude. Joker's
I mean,
supposed to be
love
like
Tom Hardy, but no.
Joker's supposed to be the opposite of a gravelly voice. He's supposed to be like, yeah,
Wait,
like borderline high pitched. Yeah, like borderline Mickey Mouse, like edging onto high pitched, annoying voice. Like he's supposed to be super energetic.
And your favorite Joker is nothing like that, though.
No, he is. Like he makes like the high pitched.
Heath Ledger?
Oh no! Sorry, I was thinking Arkham game is my favorite.
Oh.
Well, favorite live action is that, yeah, but that's just because
he's awesome.
He's the best.
Love
no live action Joker has been able to capture the animated Joker.
No, not
but
close.
Of any of the Jokers that are live action, Heath Ledger didn't capture the animated Joker.
What about
but he
Clint
created
Eastwood's
his own thing. I don't know who that is.
Let me pull up a picture of him.
Okay.
He's actually
Clint Eastwood?
What?
No, Clint Westwood.
Clint North.
No, Clint Westwater. That's it. I couldn't think of what's
he's
the opposite of.
Not casted, but thought about for the cast of Han Solo.
Oh yeah. I don't know. You know who else was thought about for the cast of Han Solo?
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo, dude. He was thought
I'm in
about.
Harrison Ford.
And they were like, nah, dude, we don't want Han Solo.
Nah, you're a little too old, bro.
No, the guy who was in he was the stretchy Mr. Fantastic in the new Fantastic Four movie. That guy was considered for Han Solo.
His name's Scott, by the way.
I'm glad that they didn't go with Scott.
Scott
Westwood. Scott Westwater, I mean. Yeah, that's a pretty cool name.
Other than the fact that he's a super good-looking guy, I think he could play a good Joker.
Oh, so he couldn't be Joker.
I mean,
no, Joker's a pretty good-looking dude.
And you told me about the nose, right? Remember
he's got
the nose.
He's got to have a sharp nose and sharp chin.
What about the dude that was in Tag? The guy that never got tagged?
Ooh, he would. Yeah, he would make a great Joker.
Like, let me take a picture of this, Photoshop it with Joker face.
Yeah, dude.
Man, okay, so...
He would make a great Joker.
DC, your first good decision would be Scott Eastwood.
Scott Eastwood would make a great Joker.
Like, I think so, honestly.
If he's down for the role, I think he could do well. Yeah.
Like, look at his nose.
He's got a real sharp nose, and he's got a pretty good chin.
And he's already got roses.
And he's already got a rose in his mouth. He's good for
Alright, so if y'all don't know who that is, if you want to look at a good-looking man, Scott Eastwood.
He's a good-looking dude. Grunge him up, put some makeup on him, grow his hair out. He'd do well. Yeah. I would love to see an Arkham rendition of Joker in a live action. That'd be super cool. But he's got to have, like I said, he's got to have, like, the super sharp nose, super sharp chin, and like the spiked up hair, and he's got but I think he'd be pretty dope. Very energetic, very kind of borderline
he's got
lunatic. Yeah, he's got the hair, but his hair needs to be much longer than that. But yeah, what were you saying, Bryce?
Sorry, I'm looking at Scott Eastwood pictures.
Yeah,
nothing.
I thought you mentioned something about making out with dudes or something. No?
Yeah, totally.
Totally? Okay, alright. I mean, to each their own. Different strokes for different folks, but not my cup of tea. But yeah, so that's the way we
Yeah, I like
think.
it.
Yeah, that's the way I like it. No, I was gonna say, that's the way we think that DC should take Joker.
Yeah.
That they should make him more like
I
trying
just
to
hope
find.
they don't try to go more funny. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons I didn't like Suicide Squad. Is it was
What are you talking about, man? He was damaged. You could tell because he wrote it on his forehead.
it wasn't like backwards or something.
Well, no, it was correct. He wrote it backwards, so then when you read it, it was
Oh.
correct. So if he were to look at it himself, like
I
in
don't
a
know.
mirror, it would be wrong. But
I think it was not a great movie.
yeah, it was not. It was not a great movie. You're right. But I think that they just right now they know that nobody can live up to the animated Joker, so they're trying to create something else, and I think it's just
Well, Danny
It's just
David
no good.
Leto, honestly,
Yeah,
worst
jeez.
worst thing.
More
Harley
worse.
Quinn, great.
Yeah, she
Will
was
Smith,
awesome.
Deadshot, fantastic.
I didn't like him.
Oh really?
I didn't like him at all. No.
So I think he would have played a better role as anyone else.
yeah.
But I think as far as acting goes, Will Smith's good, so he doesn't do anything bad.
To me, it felt like it
Well,
was
except
Will Smith
afterwards.
cosplaying as
Oh
Deadshot.
my gosh!
Not
okay,
Deadshot.
I'm already on your side.
Yeah, it didn't feel like Deadshot. It felt like it was Will Smith
Yeah.
who was dressed up like Deadshot.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like it. Like, have you seen much of the Arrowverse, like the Arrow show? I don't think you have.
No.
The Deadshot in that, he's awesome.
Really.
Same with the Deathstroke. The Deathstroke in that show is amazing. Like, he is my favorite Deathstroke. He's I don't know if you've seen anything that this guy's in. He kind of reminds me of Jason Momoa.
I've never seen anything.
Yeah, it's
I
really-
like. Okay, speaking of Momoa,
no.
sources say
Sources.
he's got a fabulous penis.
Apparently.
So good that he didn't want to show people because it was so fabulous.
Because it would make people feel bad. Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones said that that apparently, like, so in that show, there's a couple of scenes where they're having sex, and so she's seen as she said, she's seen his member, and he didn't want to show it because it would make people jealous. It would make people sad.
And she said it was fabulous.
That was the word she used. It was
A fabulous member or whatever, something.
Yeah.
So,
There
thank
you go.
you, Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, God's gift to man, apparently. Let me see if I can look him up. But that guy, he makes a really good Deathstroke. Let me see, real quick.
Real quick. While he's pulling this up, Bryce, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
Nah, doing pretty good.
Alright.
I can't
Well,
spell, dude. Holy
You can't
cow.
spell. Holy moly. Just looking at the Deathstroke guy.
This guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If it would freaking...
I like his outfit. I mean,
Yeah, his
obviously,
outfit is super cool, but
it's- I mean,
this
it's-
guy, that's him. So this is the new one from the new
Yeah,
Batman
no, it was
vs.
bad, it was
Superman.
bad, it was
That's
bad.
him. That's the one Deathstroke from Arrow.
See, I like
He
him
looks
looking.
awesome, and that's his outfit.
He just looks more scrangly.
Yeah, he looks like what he's supposed to be, an
Yeah.
old mercenary, which is what he is. Like, he's like a guy who used to be in the military, now he's a mercenary, and he's old, but he's
DC's version
awesome
of
for who he
Punisher,
is.
who
Yeah.
was much cooler.
But like, he's so cool, and like, he's such a cool
All right,
actor.
what
and
we
he's
need to do
great.
next episode or something is to go like line for line of Marvel's superhero, then DC's copy
Version,
or their
yeah.
version or whatever, and just say who's better.
Yeah.
Because one tonight is Green Arrow versus Hawkeye, and
Ugh,
Hawkeye
Green
doesn't
Arrow.
even come close.
Green Arrow's way better. However, you said Punisher is a lot like Deathstroke, and I like Deathstroke way better.
Oh really?
Deathstroke is way cooler. He's got way better, more style than
Punisher is
Punisher
just,
wears a T-shirt with a skull on it. This guy's
because
got
he
a
doesn't
freaking-
even need nothing. He's just awesome.
This guy's got an outfit, dude.
Nah, bro.
He looks so cool. You telling
Punisher's
me
so much cooler.
if you saw Punisher coming up to you and you saw
Oh my
this
gosh!
guy
If
coming
I
up
saw
to you,
Punisher, oh okay, his mask makes him look scary.
if you saw this guy coming up to you versus Punisher, I would pee myself if I saw Deathstroke coming up to me. If I saw Punisher, I'd
if
be
I
like,
saw anyone come up to me
"Sup,
bigger than me,
Doug?"
I'm like,
yeah, dude.
yeah. Anyways,
Deathstroke freaking makes.
all right. Well, we'll do that next time
me
because I'm
cry.
actually interested to see who y'all like more and stuff. Because like honestly, DC has cooler superheroes. It's just I've never really liked their comic books. I've never really liked their movies, but I like their superheroes usually more.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we get sidetracked on that, he
So
looks so
cool.
good.
And they do
So
something really
good.
cool because like in the forever, like in Deathstroke's backstory, he is missing an eye. He always has an eye patch.
Yeah.
And so in his costume, the one side of his mask, it's just got no eye. It's just a
Which
blank
makes sense.
spot.
That's good. I like that.
His other side has an eye, but one side is just blank.
Yeah.
And so it looks cool. I love it. It's pretty dope. So Deathstroke is way cool. He's my favorite.
He's pretty
and I would cry if I ever saw him. Out of fear, not... Well, I mean, probably both.
Fangirling and scared.
and because I was terrified. But
all right. Anyways, we are gonna always be talking about all the Nerdverse. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I would love jokes that we can say on the show as well. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything specific. If not, we're just gonna
next week
let loose.
We're gonna be talking about
next week will be
Marvel versus DC characters and which ones we like better.
Alrighty.
So if you got any characters that you want us to
bring up and
please let us know what your favorite heroes are as well before we start, so we can do some shout outs. Also check us out Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's like DFI Podcast, pretty sure. Email us at dfipodcast@gmail.com. All of the information is going to be below, but have a great week, y'all.